Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel. I'm Crybaby Pumpkabun, or Lulu, and welcome back to our blind Let's Play of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Last time, Kako's wanting to come out of her shell, and Ima's being a little weirdo who I hate, and a manipulative bastard, and I hate him. Also other stuff is happening with Nozomi, I don't know. The important thing is that, what the hell Kako? So, or not what the hell Kako, what the hell Ima? Anyways, there's someone at our door. We don't know what it is. We're gonna find out. It is nighttime on day 49. I cautiously opened the door, wondering why whoever it didn't knock or ring the doorbell, but when I got outside, there was nobody there. Guess I was just imagining it. I felt so sure, though. Oh, and it's raining, too. It's really coming down hard. Why does that look like flames? Raindrops were pelting the rooftops all around me, producing a relentless rhythmic beat.
I probably mistook this sound for footsteps or something. Yeah, that must be it.
I think Kako might have been at your door and then got scared.
Oh, seriously. This rain stuff is nothing but trouble. I'm gonna get soaked standing out here.
I turned around to go back inside, but found myself gazing up at the sky. Oh, it's the moon. That big rock again. Weird. It looks bigger than it was before. Does it change from day to day? Maybe it's just a trick of the light and the rain.
I want to see the sky and the stars and the moon with my own eyes. This book says they're so pretty, people held parties just to look at them.
Moon? What's that?
A big chunk of rock that floats around the earth. It's close enough that it looks like it's right above your head.
I guess that must be the moon. The one Karo wanted to see so badly.
Hmm?
No, it is not.
What's
What?
that? It looks like there's something mechanical on the surface. What's that all about? I thought the moon was meant to be just a hunk of rock.
That is interesting. That either looks mechanical or it looks like farmlands and stuff really zoomed out. That's the... Oh, hi.
You again? When did you...
It's trying to tell me something, just like before. I still can't hear a thing.
Never mind that. I'm not letting you get away this time. Everything that's happened to us is your fault. Sirei being killed, Hideko going missing. You were behind all of it, weren't you? What are you? One of the commanders? You know what? Save it. You can explain yourself once I know you're not going anywhere.
Just as I lunged forward to grapple with the fiery invader, there was a sound like the sky ripping apart in a blinding flash of lightning. Or of light. I was so surprised that my whole body tensed up. My foot came down on the slick ground at a weird angle and I lost my balance. Next thing I knew, well, nothing. I totally blacked out. We still don't know why we got knocked out when we were wandering around. That's the other thing that's one of the big questions I still have is, who hit us with that lead pipe?
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. That's right, folks, you're halfway there, like a lizard on a chair.
Is that supposed to be a Living on a Prayer reference?
You're stepped in blood so far. Returning would be as tedious as to go o'er. There's no turning back now. In honor of the occasion, I've unlocked the courtyard. It's the perfect place to enjoy a moment of quiet contemplation.
Okay.
I've also prepared a special gift for each and every one of you brave soldiers. I'll give them to you in person, so come find me in the cafeteria.
I came to, lying on the cold, hard surface of the school rooftop. Was I dreaming? No. My back was aching too badly for this to be anything but real. For a moment, I couldn't remember how I got there. But then it all came rushing back. The invader made of undying flames appeared again last night. That's right. He attacked me. What was that weird technique he used? It looked like the whole sky lit up for a second, and then... Are you alright, Takumi? What are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Aito. That was some weather we had last night, huh? I'd never seen lightning before. Lightning? A discharge of electricity from storm clouds. It happens here in the outside world from time to time. You probably heard the thunder. That's the sound of it hitting the ground. There's enough force in each strike to cause instant death. Instant death? That's what I read anyways. Lightning is rare, but when it happens, it's swift and deadly. Honestly, with such dangerous natural phenomena to deal with, it's hard to believe humanity survived out here for as long as they did. Wait, natural phenomena? So all that was just natural? It was an attack, but then why did I... Are you sure you're feeling alright, Takumi? You look pale. Maybe you should get some rest. I can bring you your breakfast if you'd like. I don't mind making the trip twice for you. That's what friends are for, right? No, I'm fine. I just need a minute. I'll see you in the cafeteria. Okay, but let me know if there's anything I can do for you. With a reluctant smile, Aito went on ahead. If that lightning flash wasn't something the invader did, why did I end up passing out until morning? How did it happen again? I thought back to the events of last night. I lunged for the fiery invader, there was a flash of light and a loud bang. Then I was falling. Did I slip on the wet ground and hit my head? I guess that would explain it. That would have left me completely defenseless though. Why didn't the invader finish me off? Another mystery to add to the pile. I should let the others know about this. They're probably in the cafeteria already. Alright. Alright. Cafeteria. Metal shop? Cafeteria. Alright. When I got to the cafeteria, I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened. I found everyone discussing the new area that had opened up.
The courtyard, right? Yeah, I saw it. Looks pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, it's a little on the plain side, but I like that it's got a ton of space.
Why are there cages, though? I didn't see any animals.
With cages that big, we could keep an invader or two. I'd make it nice and comfy for them. Invaders are our enemies, not pets.
Never mind that. Here's my present. I was promised a special gift for being a brave soldier. Are you saying there's no gift? No. Everything is lies. Everything is lies.
There's not much we can do about it. Sire isn't here anymore. What do you think he was going to give us? The announcement made it sound pretty special. Doubtless it would be something intended to boost our morale and bring us some measure of joy. So perhaps... a new set of torture instruments?
Colors with bombs in them. You two are the only ones who'd want something like that.
Nah, I bet it was a big wad of cash. Just my luck I'd miss out on getting it. I hated to ruin the mood, but they needed to know. I raised my voice to make myself heard above the tumult.
Yeah.
Everyone, can I have your attention for a minute? There's something I need to... Huh? Before I could go on, I was cut off by a blaring siren. The alarm. The invaders are back already?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Alright.
Seriously? There's usually more time between attacks than this.
No fair is bringing another one on us this early. I'm gonna hurl. No matter how many times I hear the siren, it never gets any easier to deal with. Let's go, everyone. If the invaders are attacking, there's only one thing for us to do. Come, unwashed masses, to the war room!
Right. Let's do it.
Everybody hurried out of the room, effectively putting the conversation on hold. Telling them about last night can wait. Defending the school comes first. That's what I have to focus on right now. Defeat the invaders, defend the school, save mankind. Where's the war room again? Right, 3rd floor. Alright, everyone's here. Let's get out there and kick some ass. No, wait a minute. I've been checking the security feed and something's not right. Huh, what you mean? Hugamu pointed to the monitor.
There's no one there. I did a sweep of the whole perimeter, but the place is empty.
Hey, you're right. Where are the invaders?
Don't tell me that was a false alarm. They must be invisible. We'll have to, like, pelt them with bags of flour or something.
Yeah, Jeremy, that's essentially what I was thinking. Is like, is this a stealth issue?
Look, what's that? There.
Oh yeah, there's something. No, someone out there. Maybe a commander.
Is it Moko? Did Moko return after, like, we killed the previous commander and became unbrainwashed?
Coming out to face us all alone? I can't help but admire its courage.
I'm not so sure about that. Doesn't it look a little unsteady on its feet?
I'm pretty sure the security cameras have a zoom function. Here, I'll see if I can get a closer look.
Tsubasa pressed a few buttons and the image on the screen zeroed in on the strange figure, gradually showing more and more detail.
A wrestler?
This one's not wearing a mask or nothing. Is that what the commanders look like underneath?
No, that's not a commander. It's Moko.
Huh?
It's Moko. She's come back to us.
That's Moko?
Moko!
I had a feeling Moko would be coming back. Alright. We rushed outside to where the girl had collapsed and carried her back to the school. There was still a vacant room on the roof, so we set her up in there.
It looks like she's not hurt too badly. I think she just passed out from exhaustion.
That's a relief. Got to say, though, I'm surprised. Is this really the girl you told us about before?
Yes, this is Moko Majiro, our friend, our ally. The one who saved our lives.
She stopped the invaders from destroying the second campus at the cost of being taken prisoner, right? I guess she must have found a way to escape.
I always knew she'd be alright. If the high school pro wrestling scene couldn't break her, what chance did the invaders have?
So, it's not just a costume. She's an actual wrestler. I wonder how she got through the wall of fire, though.
Maybe she followed some invaders in? Or rather, she waited for them to make a hole in the wall, defeated them before they could use it, and then went through herself.
But that would mean she defeated a whole squad by herself.
Trust me, Moko could have done it. That would explain why she's so tired now.
Well, it's a better theory than anything I can come up with. If Moko is that strong, having her on the team is going to do wonders for our morale.
I was so worried. I wanted to keep believing she'd be okay, but she was gone so long.
Seems like this Moko girl meant a lot to Nozomi. No, not just her. Yugamu, Kyoshika, and Kurara clearly care about her too. They told me before that she saved their lives, but I never really got the full story.
Look, she's opening her eyes.
Huh?
Moko, are you okay? Do you recognize me? it's me, Nozomi.
Nozomi? And some guy I don't know? You brought your boyfriend over to watch me sleep? So not cool.
Did you come here all the way from the Invader's base? All alone? Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. You know me. They must have ripped the F section out of my dictionary, because I don't know the meaning of the word fatigue. All this fatigue is really getting to me, though.
So she does know the meaning of the word just fine.
Anyone got a moist towelette? My skin's gonna dry out if I don't take off my makeup before bed.
With a last nonsensical murmur about her skin, Moko closed her eyes and her head went limp.
She's okay, just sleeping. She'll probably need more time to recover completely.
At least she's not in any serious danger. I'm sure she'll be fine once she gets some rest. And now that she's on school grounds, we can revive her if the worst happens. Hopefully it won't come to that, though.
I hope so. Come on, let's give her some privacy. She wouldn't like you watching her sleep, no matter how fascinating it is to you.
Right. Nozomi and I quietly slipped out of Moko's room. Once we were outside, Nozomi heaved a sigh of relief.
That's such a load off my mind. I can hardly believe Moko found her way back to us. I thought we'd be searching for her a lot longer. I always knew we'd get her back in the end, but I never expected it to be this easy. Let's hope this means our luck's starting to turn.
Hey, about the battle when Moko got captured. What exactly happened back then? If it's okay with you, I'd like to hear more about how it all went down.
That's fine. I guess I did just kind of skim over it before. So when we first woke up at the academy, we were scared and confused. From what you told me, it probably wasn't too different from how things were here. But Moko took charge and stopped us from falling apart. That's just the kind of person she is. Whenever we were feeling down, she always knew what to say to cheer us up. Her smile could really light up a room. It's thanks to her we learned how to work as a real team. We never have made it this far if it weren't for her.
Huh?
I wish we had someone like that here.
But it wasn't just her personality. She could pull her weight in battle, and then some. She'd plow through any enemies that got in her way. It was amazing. I even saw her suplex an invader the size of a train once.
She used wrestling moves on invaders? That is amazing.
But then, on our 10th day at the academy, a huge swarm of invaders attacked. It was only our second real battle, and even with Moko's help, we were totally out of our league. On top of that, the invaders weren't attacking blindly. They had a strategy, and they executed it perfectly.
Oh, what kind of strategy?
They kept us busy with their main force on the north side of the school grounds while sending out strike teams to isolate and eliminate us one by one. We were still new to fighting, and even when we realized what was going on, we couldn't react to it in time. It didn't take them long to destroy the barrier.
Moko and I were the only ones left standing. Yugamu, Kurara, and Kyoshika were all dead. Even worse, a stray shot put our revival-matic out of commission, and Nigo, the only one who knew how to repair it, was captured.
Holy cow.
Really? Nigo?
If we couldn't get him back, those three would be gone forever. But I had my hands full just keeping the invaders away from the school. Right when I thought my strength was going to fail me, Moko made her move. She knew losing Nigo would mean losing any hope of bringing the others back, so she charged right into the invaders' main force to rescue him.
She took them all on. Alone.
Yes, and there were a lot of them. More than enough to rival any squad we've fought since.
I don't know if it was adrenaline or latent power or just desperation, but she somehow managed to make it to Nigao and throw him to safety. After that, though, she barely had any energy left, and...
That's when they captured her, huh?
Nigao got the infirmary up and running and revived the others as fast as he could, but it was too late. The enemy was leaving, taking Moko with them. By the time we could fight again, they were already gone.
That commander must have used its brainwashing arrows to make her come quietly. No wonder everyone from the second campus loves Moko so much. If it hadn't been for her, they really would have been wiped out. She must have known when she charged in like that, she wouldn't make it out again. She's just lucky they decided to take her prisoner instead of killing her outright.
Seeing her again, I can't help getting emotional. To do all that and escape and find her way out on her own, she's so amazing.
Yeah, there's really no other word for it. That's the part that bothers me, though. How did she escape? And how did she find us? I guess I'll just have to ask her when she wakes up.
Yeah, there's a lot of suspicious stuff about that.
Nozomi and I went our separate ways, and I spent the rest of the day lounging around in my room. That was day 50 at the last Defense Academy. We didn't fight any invaders, but we still had plenty to think about.
Yeah, like what voice I'm going to give her, because I'm already at 1, 2, 3, 4, 17-ish, 16-ish voices.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 51st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to be ready to give your life.
Suffer the insufferable, whatever. Enduring the endurable. First things first, I should go to the cafeteria and see how everyone's doing. Well, everyone except Ima and Kako. Oh, hi Takamaru. Sup, Takumi? You pumped to start a new day? Another day defending humanity's future. I'm totally raring to go. Heck, I've always gotten fired up about helping people. It just ain't right to sit on the sidelines when you can make things better, you know? Appearances can really be deceiving. When I first met Takamaru, he seemed like a common street thug, but he's actually just a really nice guy, I think.
Alright. Oh, hi Shoma. Hello, Takumi. Say, have you been to the courtyard yet? If you haven't, it's worth taking a look around it. The plants are really well maintained, and there are even animal pens there. There's no animals in them right now, but they look like they'd be a nice place to live, and they're big enough that you could even fit a person inside. But maybe you've seen them already. If that's the case, just ignore me. I'm sorry for being such an insufferable Patinsky.
Shoma, I'm glad you're one of us now, and I'm glad I no longer have to do your voice just like the whole episode, because God, last recording session was actually kind of tiring. Kako and Imo weren't in the cafeteria that morning. I'd expected that, but we're missing a lot of other people too. Nozomi was missing too.
Are those peculiar siblings still eschewing our company?
Seems like it. They're spending all their time in Ima's room. I'm starting to worry about them.
What could they possibly be doing in there all day? Probably something cliche and mundane, like planning a suicide pact.
There's nothing mundane about that. A brother and sister alone together. Perhaps they're... Nay, such a thing would be far too outrageous.
Do I even want to know what you're imagining?
Who needs them? No point worrying too much.
I haven't seen Nozomi this morning either. Is my pathetic presence repelling her?
Oh, she's fine. Moko still hasn't woken up, so she's decided to watch over her and make sure she's okay. Too bad for you, huh, Takumi? Huh? I wasn't, Oh, you're blushing! Don't try to hide it, man. I can read you like a book. You want to get up and close and personal with Nozomi, right? Maybe wrap your hand around her heart and feel its warmth before it beats its last.
Hey!
Okay, was that a threat? Was that meant to sound romantic? I seriously, I can't tell with you.
Oh, young love. Why couldn't I have ended up in a killing game with someone with an itchy trigger finger?
Ah.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Harumi. You can't just throw your life away with the first murderer who takes an interest in you. Those one-night stabs might seem exciting, but there's so much more meaning in a committed relationship. One where you let your bloodlust grow over time. Trust me, your death has value. You need to treat it with respect. Huh. Gotta hand it to you. If you take out all the serial killer crap, that almost sounded like good advice.
How is Moko doing? Even in the state she was in, I didn't think she'd be unconscious this long. Why not kill her and fix her up that way?
Surely you jest. Even if she can be revived, Lady Moko is still our friend. We can never willingly harm her.
Ah.
Even I don't want to offer that way. It'd be such a waste of a good target.
You guys have to talk about...
That's not her voice.
Do you guys have to talk about death and killing so much? I'm trying to eat.
It is a lot to deal with first thing. I guess we can put this discussion on hold till later. After a while, we finished breakfast, left the cafeteria, and went back to our rooms for the time being. Samoko hasn't woken up since yesterday. Nozomi must be so worried. There's not much I can do for her directly, but maybe I can take some of the pressure off of her in my own way. To do that, I need to be as ready as I can for the next attack. Free time! Okay, so in theory, working on gym still. Because that's the only one I'm at 1 for. So question mark accessories. And where is she? Cool books, question mark food. Those are the 3 things I'm looking for. So let's go first. I do have a plan for today. We're gonna first try the rec room when I remember where it is. Rec room. See if we can make any of those 3 items, or if we can figure out what the item is at least. And I've already forgot what I just read. Question mark accessories. Probably cool. Ooh, he would probably like that. I don't know what Tsuchinoko is. He also might like the gutsy shades. There's a lot of things he might like. Or the tiger helmet. Let me look at the other... What was the other things? What was the stuff? Oh my god. Okay, likes training montages, dislikes series that get cancelled too soon. Silly. Cool books, question mark food. Cool books. Oh! There's only one of those, and I have it. Like, or I can make it. So we give that to Kyoshika.
You have made my day, Sir Takumi! Am I right to interpret this as a marriage proposal?
No. Mobility went up by 20. Gym went up to 2. Yay, that's what I was hoping would happen. Let's see. I can talk to Gaku or Tsubasa. Shoma. Oh, Shoma gives me that's good to know. Or I could do training and get more BP. Or what else could I do? I mean, it's a bit weird because like my report card now, I got everything to 2, which was what I was trying to do. That was my next goal that I set for myself. So let's see.
there's a knowledge book you would like. I don't know. Cheap item, knowledge book, soothing item, professional food. Oh. Professional tools. Yeah, like there's just a lot of stuff I just don't know. So let me talk. No. No. I keep going back and forth. But I do need to go to the training room, assuming I can remember where it is. Training room, there it is. I can find it. I remember how the school's laid out. Let's start by looking at some weapon upgrades and stuff. I don't think I can do too much for some of my people, but you could get that up by 1, but that doesn't do as much. I can't have any of the stuff to actually upgrade them, but I can upgrade a lot of stuff when I get the BP, but I've already done all these. Maybe I shouldn't do that again today then. I don't know. It's complicated. I don't want to talk to Gaku. I do like Tsubasa. Let's talk to Tsubasa. Of my options, she's my favorite.
Hey Takumi, if you're free, you think you can help me with something?
Sure, I can do that.
Today's maintenance for the Rationomatic. The more parts it has, the more likely a machine is to fail, so it needs to be checked regularly.
You've been checking on the Rationomatic for us?
Equipment management is part of a mechanic's job. I'll handle anything we need related to machines. Development, management, decommissioning, analysis. I can do it all. The machine handywoman, Tsubasa Kawana, is at your service.
Your experience unlocked the keyword handy. Technology went up by 6.
Alright.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you... Well then, good night.
Alright.
Nighttime already. The day's gone by pretty quick. Oh, with all that excitement and Moko showing up, I completely forgot. I was supposed to tell everyone about my encounter with the ghost boy the night before last. I never figured out what happened after I was knocked out. He could still be here in the school somewhere for all we know. If I start talking about that now, though, I'll probably only make everyone more confused. I resolved to bring it up tomorrow morning instead. For now, it was too late. I needed to get some sleep.
Day 52.
Get ready for your 50-second
yeah.
Prepare to be ready to give...
Okay. Okay, time to go to
Time to go to the cafeteria and tell everyone about what happened.
Oh, hi. Moko's still unconscious. She's able to swallow liquids, and sometimes she seems like she's vaguely aware of her surroundings. I can't help but to worry, though. I'm going to stay by her side until she's ready to wake up.
That's gonna be a lot of work. Remember to take care of yourself as well, okay?
I know. I came back to change and freshen up, but I should be getting back to Moko now.
The longer Moko stays unconscious, the worse Nozomi's gonna feel. I hope she wakes up soon.
Right. Straight to the cafeteria.
While I was expecting a peaceful morning, those hopes were shattered the moment I got inside the cafeteria.
I told you! I've had enough!
Kako and Ima, they're actually here today? What's going on?
Good. Stand up to your brother.
Hey Kako, what's up? Is something wrong?
I can't take it anymore. Always doing what my brother tells me, staying in his room all day. I've had enough of it. At this rate, we'll pass the whole 100 days just hiding, not doing anything useful. I don't want that. I want
to fight too! Just like everyone else.
You do? Well, it's about time. But hey, better late than never. Of course, you can join the team. Let's 86 those invaders and save the world together.
Don't be so ridiculous. Who gives a rat's ass about the world?
Literally everyone but you.
Huh, what was that? All of you, do you see what you've done? Are you proud of yourselves? All your ridiculous talk of teamwork and fighting for a greater cause has poisoned my dear sister's mind.
Nobody's poisoned me, dearest brother. Why are you always like this? You never let me do anything. You never even call me by my name. Do you have any idea how much I hate that sister dearest stuff? I know you don't want me to get hurt, but I can't go on like this anymore. Everyone is working so hard, putting their lives on the line, while we just keep ourselves safe.
If you want to be a coward, you can do it alone.
A coward? Sister dearest, why would you say such an awful thing to me?
I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. How much longer is this family drama gonna go on? I'm falling asleep over here. Sheesh, don't butt in. They need to work this out between the two of them. Brother dearest, please. For once, just listen to me. Let me do what I want. This is important. Let me fight.
Let me do something that matters. That's all I ask.
Well, this is a surprise. I don't think I've ever heard you speak so forcefully, sister dearest. You're really serious about this, aren't you? I guess there's only one thing for me to do then.
I have to punish you for stepping so far out of line and give you a thorough re-education.
How about we just kill you?
What?
Come along, back to our room. You need a stern talking to.
No, please.
Come along, sister dearest. Do as your dear brother says. Ima grabbed Kako's hand and started dragging her towards the door, but before he could get there... Huh, that's enough! Give it a rest, man! Takamaru stepped in to block their path. I don't care if you are a brother. You got no right to treat Kako like this. If you really love her, shouldn't you respect her opinion a little more? What did you say? What makes you think you have any right to decide what's best for my dear sister?
I have to protect her. From herself, if necessary. Now, get out of my way!
No. Ima moved too fast for me to follow. One moment he was reaching into his pocket. The next he shoved something sharp and deadly looking into Takamaru's side.
Takamaru! You piece of shit.
It's your own fault for interfering. I am my dear sister's protector. Her rock, her guiding light, her everything. Her happiness is my responsibility and mine alone. She is what gives my life meaning. I would do anything to keep her safe. Any act of violence, or cowardice, or cruelty, nothing is too extreme for me.
Yeah, clearly, since you've completely ruined her life already by taking away any amount of autonomy she's ever had, and you absolute abusive fucker.
Takamaru fell to the floor, a red puddle started spreading out beneath him.
Why did I struggle to read that? No freaking way. He straight up shivved him.
There's so much blood. Kinda gets you in the mood, doesn't it?
The killings have finally started! Oh, come on, we have to stop the bleeding!
We can use the tablecloth for bandages. Someone, help me tear it into strips.
But if I touch anything, my total failure pathogens could infect the wound.
Never mind that, just do it. We all crowded around doing whatever we could to help our fallen friend.
Wait a minute, the culprits escaped!
Huh? Oh god. Kurara was right. While the rest of us were busy tending to Takamaru's injury, Ima had disappeared. And he'd taken Kako with him.
Hey!
They're both gone. Wasn't anyone watching the door?
Ugh.
That coward. A true warrior would stay and face retribution for his actions.
Just look at all that blood. I'm about to start drooling.
We can deal with those two later. Right now, Takamaru takes priority. I think he's passed out from losing so much blood. We should dress the wound and get him somewhere he can rest.
But there's no rush. If he dies, we can just take him back to the infirmary and bring him back.
We still have to try to save him. Someone help me with his legs. We did our best to get Takamaru patched up. Then Aito, Yugamu, Gaku, and I carried him back to his room. Oh. Alright, lower him down gently.
Huh?
Right. Once we got him into bed, we thought the hard part was over, but we were wrong. Takamaru's eyes flew open and he immediately tried to get back up. That son of a bitch! Where is he? I'm gonna tear him limb from fucking limb! Stop moving around, you're gonna make it worse. You need to rest. This is just a scratch, barely even hurts. You're not fooling anyone, man. He cut you open. Of course it hurts.
Bringing you back to full health with the Revive-O-Matic is always an option. What do you say? I can make it quick.
Don't give me that. Dying in battle is one thing, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let something like this do me in. Of course, death isn't something to be treated lightly, even if we do have the other option of bringing people back.
Hey!
In that case, you'll have to stay here and rest until your wound's healed. Don't tell me what to do. I can just get up. See, what did I tell you? Damn it. If I get it, I'll get this little bastard for this. Nobody pulls a knife on Takamaru Yakushiji and gets away with it. You guys hear that? Ima's mine. Don't go passing any vigilante justice till I'm back on my feet. Yeah, sure. Not like I was about to go after him anyway. I just don't understand why why'd he do something like this to a friend? He's always been protective of Kako, but this is taking it to another level. Damn it to hell, man. When I get my hands on him... Why did it have to be Takamaru he lashed out at? Things are only going to get worse now. We spent the rest of the day tending to Takamaru, forcing him back down whenever he tried to get up. Eventually, he fell asleep and we finally felt confident leaving him alone. It was pretty late by the time I got back to my room. What a day. As if we didn't have enough on our plates with Moko's condition, now we have to worry about Ima going postal on us too. He's really gone too far this time. What was he thinking? Huh? Wait, what's that? As I looked absolutely around my room, I caught sight of something that hadn't been there before. Oh. There's a scrap of paper by the door. How did this get here? It's some kind of note. Did someone leave it for me while I was gone? I picked up the paper and turned it over to find a message on the other side. The handwriting was rough and messy, as if it had been written in a hurry.
Please convince my brother to let me fight.
Huh? Is this... I don't recognize the writing, but given the content, this could only have come from Kako. She must have slipped away from Ima at some point and slid it under my door. And she wants me to get Ima to change his mind. That's quite the tall order. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be won over with a little argument. Not to mention, if I say the wrong thing, he might stab me too.
At ease, soldiers. You never know
Yeah.
when the invader will then.
Good night. Wow, it really is getting late. I must have spent more time with Takamaru than I realized. Maybe I'll show this note to everyone in the morning and ask them what they think I should do. So I'm going to talk Ima around. I'll need all the help I can get. Still puzzling over Kako's request, I slipped into a light, troubled sleep. My 52nd day at Last Defense Academy was over, and I wasn't sorry to see it go either. Day 53. give it up for day 53.
Up and out! Get ready,
Yeah,
prepare,
okay.
be ready to get...
Okay, ding dong?
Huh? Who'd be calling me on me this early? Still feeling groggy, I opened the door and was met with a bright greeting and a cheery smile. Good morning, Mrs. Sumino. Ima. Forgive me for skipping the small talk. Let me come right down and out and ask, are you hiding something from me? Hiding something? Perhaps I've just imagined it, but then again, maybe I'm not. Well, which is it? Yeah, I'm hiding something from you. You're insane. Yes. I wouldn't say I was hiding it from you. Oh, that's not what I didn't want you to tell him. I just want whatever. I did find a note from Kako last night. I never actually saw her though. She probably just slipped it under the door. That does look like my dear sister's handwriting. May I? Without waiting for an answer, Ima took the note from me and screwed it up into a tight ball. Hey, what are you doing? My dear sister clearly puts a lot of stock in your oratory skills if she thinks they'd work on me. How about we make a deal, Mr. Sumino? Huh? A deal? If you really need more firepower, I don't mind joining the team. Oh, what? I do have one condition, though. You have to convince my dear sister not to fight. Convince Kako. She's going through a rebellious phase. No matter what I say, she refuses to see sense. I'd like you to use your talent for talking to people to get her to give up on this silly notion of fighting like the rest of you. If you can do that, I'll gladly put my life on the line instead. Do you really mean that? Cross my heart. Any attempt to put my dear sister on the battlefield is doomed to failure. She's meant to be protected, not a protector. She just needs someone to convince her that this is for the best. And that's where you come in. If you can manage that, I'll do enough fighting for the both of us. Well, do we have a deal? No, you're an abusive asshole. Don't be like that, Mr. Sumino. Do we have a deal? No. Does this ever change? You don't intimidate me. Fine, I'll say yes.
Hey!
Alright. I have a feeling you're not going to take no for an answer because I tried. Another astute observation. Thank you for making this so easy, Mr. Sumino. Believe me, you've made the right choice. My dear sister is a lot of things, but a fighter is not one of them. If one of us has to get our hands dirty, it should be me. Anyone can see that. Okay, just as long as you hold up your end of the deal. I've already given you my word. Do I look like a liar to you? Yes, actually. Yes, that's why I mentioned it. By the way, what if I can't persuade her? What do you do then? Tut. Such a negative attitude. Ill becomes you. Such a negative attitude. Ill becomes you, Mr. Sumino. If that does happen, though, maybe I'll just break down the door to the defense room and end the war that way. What? So long as my dear sister can live the rest of her life in peace and safety, I don't care what happens to humanity or the planet. If I judge that this war is putting her in undue danger, I won't hesitate to end it by any means necessary. Ima said this with a placid smile on his face that he always wore. If I didn't know any better, I might have thought he was joking. But I did know better, though. Behind that smile, he was dead serious. he would gladly doom humanity if it meant keeping his sister safe. She really is his entire world.
Now then, that's settled.
You should get to work. If you can't talk her around by the time Mr. Yakushiji recovers, it will only complicate matters.
Hey!
And remind me, whose fault is that? Guilty as charged. Well, good luck. Ima waved nonchalantly and sauntered out of the room, looking like he didn't have a care in the world. So, turns out I'll be trying to convince Kako, not Ima. I don't like it, but Ima hasn't given me a lot of choice. He's not going to budge on this, I can tell. And honestly, he does have a point about Kako not being much of a fighter. I'll have to act like I've accepted her request, then turn around on her once she's opened up to me. Kind of a rotten thing to do, but it's for the greater good. I'll start by asking the others about her. And I think we will gather information about her next time. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I am. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. And I will see everybody next time. Bye!